Am I the asshole for saying I have 2 kids? I've been with my fiancé for 6 years and she came into the relationship with 3 kids, whom I adore. Their dad isn't in the picture very often, once every 6-8 months. They don't call me dad or anything, but they treat me like a father figure. They gifted me a dog 2 years ago for Father's Day. The fiancé was a bit upset about that one. Whoops. Well, now my fiancée is pregnant 6 months and we were out on the boat the other day with my buddy and my buddy's wife. They were asking if I was excited about the pregnancy and having a biological kid, and I said, well, I have 2 kids now. Referring to my dog. My fiancé just got extremely quiet and didn't say anything. But my buddy's wife piped up with, wow. You just made yourself sound like a fucking prick. I ask why and she goes, you have 3 kids at home that you've taken care of for 6 years, but sure. Only include the fleabag your fiancé never wanted and unborn child into the number of children you have. I tried defending myself, but ultimately the damage was done. Now, I spoke to my fiancé about it later because she didn't defend me on the boat. But she didn't agree with my buddy's wife either, and she goes, that did bother me. And no, I don't want to talk about it. I have a lot to process right now. I tried again defending myself, and that's when she kind of snapped at me and said that I not only made a fool of myself but also made her and her kids look bad in the process because I claimed my dog as my child but not the actual human kids I've helped raise. She currently isn't speaking to me and I've definitely heard her crying. Am I really wrong, or is this Willie go sleep there? The guy chimes in, commenting that lots of people would surely pay to look at me. My friend scolds him for being a creep and he plays dumb. Later that night we go to dinner and this guy of course sits in front of me. My friend sits next to me, but with her back directed towards me throughout the whole dinner. So I am forced to interact with this guy, while professors keep teasing me because I am so quiet. My friend even encourages the guy to keep talking to me, despite me previously telling her I was very uncomfortable. In the end, the guy asks me to go out together. I refuse, saying I am very busy at this point. I was panicking, and I was so stupid not to say I am in a relationship or that I am not interested. He keeps insisting and I keep rejecting him. Finally the dinner ends, and I am very upset both at him and at my friend for not helping me at all through this uncomfortable situation. The first day we are all back home. He texts me, how are you? OFC, I don't reply, since I am still bothered. My friend however tells me I was being too harsh on him. Am I the asshole? I feel like I gave him so many signals that I was not interested and he actively chose to ignore them. On the other side, maybe I was not clear enough on not being interested in him. Not the asshole. It sounds like he made the entire trip horrible for you. And your friends and professors did nothing to help you. That sucks and I'm sorry. But you need to block that creep now. Not the asshole, but next time, if you feel safe, use your words. I'm not interested. Please leave me us alone. Goes a long way. Your friend is definitely an R for encouraging the guy though. Not the asshole. Except you shouldn't have given him your number. So what if your professors are close by and it might create a scene? Let him be made a spectacle of if he won't leave you alone. And you should have piped right up when your professors agreed that you were being quiet and told them the guy was harassing you and saying creepy, inappropriate things to you. Never be afraid of public opinion when someone is harassing you. It's about them, not you. You're the victim. You should go around to the professors and tell them what was going on and how you felt like nobody Had your back. Not the asshole. He has no right to your time or attention. In the instance that this happens again, you may have to be more blunt. Very, very blunt. Not the asshole. Not harsh enough in my opinion. You rejected him once. After that you're allowed to go off a little bit. Not the asshole. He is creepy and you need to block him. Being polite to him has not worked. OMG, not the asshole. Holy shit. It pains me to see how many women still have to deal with these clearly violating situations. That man has no right to behave the way he is behaving around you. Whether or not you gave in. Don't beat yourself up for saying yes out of discomfort. What you should do now is be as assertive as you can with him in front of the rest of your social circle and reject him. Make it very clear that you feel uncomfortable. If he escalates his creepiness, get an authority involved. Your safety is your top priority. Not the asshole. But it's important to learn how to say no. Don't expect people to get hints. Be clear. You don't owe politeness to anyone. Build some boundaries and stand up for yourself. Not the asshole. I was so stupid not to say I am in a relationship. Not true. No is a full sentence. You don't need an excuse. Not the asshole. 1. This dude is giving mega creepy vibes. 2. Your friend is a hypocrite. She is allowed to be rude to him, but when you are declining his advances, you are harsh. 3. The fact that you expressed your fear and uneasiness to your friend yet she ignored you and forced an interaction with him is major red flag. 4. What kind of professors comment on a student quietness? This type of behavior is what forces introverted people to feel uncomfortable with themselves. To add, how dense are these teachers that they can't see this creep is making you uncomfortable. Absolutely pathetic at their jobs. I'm not even going to read this and say no. You are never obligated to pay attention to someone who is making you uncomfortable. Full stop. Period. End of sentence. Not the asshole. I am uncomfortable even reading this. Shame on those professors. Report this to the school if you see him again and he says anything more than hello to you. Not the asshole. Personally, I'd let him know I wasn't interested much sooner than you did. But you're home and away from him now. It's okay to just let this go. Maybe block his number. Not the asshole. And you are not stupid for saying you were busy instead of something else. Like you're already in a relationship or not interested. He should have taken the hint long before it got to that point. And you were being soft with him because he was scaring you. You know men can be dangerous when they're being rejected. And you were doing what felt safest so as to not set this weirdo off. Everyone here failed you. Your friend is not your friend. And fuck those professors. 2. Not the asshole at all. You gave a lot of clear signals that you weren't interested and he kept being an absolute trash can of a person. I'm also really irritated with your pushy, unhelpful friend and those clueless professors, unless they were those kind of people who say he's teasing you cause he likes you, then they're even worse. Block his number ASAP and tell your friend they're an asshole. Lol. Not the asshole. Block him. In future, don't give out your number and don't be afraid to make a scene when someone is making you uncomfortable. They deserve to be uncomfortable as well, and the more eyes on you in these situations, the safer you will be.